check. 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Check. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Well, good evening and welcome to Wisconsin Rapids and high school football. Another Friday night of high school football here on Zaleski Sports. I'm Tom King. Thanks for joining us here tonight as the Edgar Wildcats will take on Wisconsin Rapids Assumption in this Merriwood Central Wisconsin Conference matchup. And on paper, this does not look like it will be a close game. Edgar, as you can see, fielding a large squad here tonight. Wisconsin Rapids, I count 15 players in uniform for Assumption here tonight, and it is going to be a tall order for them to stay with Edgar, who comes into the game with a record of 4-1. Their only loss was to Stratford back on August 30th. They've ripped off 3 wins in a row, including 2 shutouts in their last 2 games. They beat Rochelle 53-0, and then last week topped Pittsville 35-0. Maverick Butt had 3 touchdowns in that game, 2 on the ground, 1 through the air. And let us take a listen to the national anthem.
Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Father in heaven, we ask your blessing on the game we are about to play. Thank you for the opportunity to compete and bring out the best in each other. Please keep everyone safe from injury, harm, and disrespect. For our athletes, coaches, fans, and officials, give each of us the charity, humility, and courage to play, coach, cheer, and referee in a manner which is pleasing to you, giving our absolute best for your glory and honor. Saint Michael the Archangel, pray for us. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. High school athletics are eventful. As members of the Central Wisconsin Conference, please remember that players, coaches, and officials try to do their best. Let's respect their efforts. Thank you. Please remain standing and join in our national anthem.
As we were saying, the Edgar Wildcats come in on a 3-game winning streak, including 2 shutouts in their last 2 games. Wisconsin Rapids Assumption, on the other hand, has yet to win a game this year, and none of them have been close. They are 0-5 coming into tonight's action, coming off a loss to Abbotsford last week, 52-20. They did put 20 points on the board, scoring 3 touchdowns in the game. Joe Johnson had a couple of touchdown runs. Wiley Cornwell had one as well for Assumption. Our game is brought to you in part tonight by Ridge Top Exteriors. Just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridge Top Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. From roofing projects to siding, windows, and doors, Ridge Top Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com and score big with trusted, local, affordable service. Other games around central Wisconsin tonight include Stevens Point Pacelli playing at Auburndale. Marathon is on the road at WIAA Fremont tonight. Stratford playing at Colby. That should be a decent matchup. Eau Claire North is at DC Everest tonight. Wausau West traveling to Stevens Point. Wisconsin Rapids and Marshfield, our featured game of the week on ZaleskiSports.com. Wausau East is at Medford tonight in Great Northern Conference play. Abbotsford's at Pittsville. Rhinelander playing at Anago. Amherst is at Spencer Marshfield Columbus. Neilsville Granton traveling to Stanley Boyd. Wittenberg Burnhamwood is at Loyal Greenwood. And Tomahawk playing at Mosinee tonight. Edgar will, of course, start Tucker Strite at quarterback, the junior. The running backs will be Will Hackle and Maverick Butt. Gavin Maurer will be there at a wingback spot. Leighton Shue at the wide receiver. And up front, it'll be Austin Schreiber, Lucas Stonkey, Ty Schnelly, Fletcher Weiland, and Alex Schneider. For the Edgar Wildcats, coached by Jerry Sins. Wisconsin Rapids Assumption is coached by Jeff Sullivan.
At linebacker, number 7, Wiley Cornwell.
We talked about Edgar's defense and how good it's been in the last few weeks. They've given up no points in the last 2 games, and granted, it was against teams that they overmatched. I mean, Rosholt, after the 53-0 loss to Edgar, decided they were going to play 8-man football the rest of the season, probably as a JV team, and because they were playing a lot of freshmen and sophomores and had a very small roster, like this Rapids Assumption team. And I've heard talk that maybe Rapids Assumption will be going to 8-man football at some point as well because they just don't have the numbers. I mean, how are you expected to compete here tonight with 15 players suited up? I mean, you got to give credit to the guys that are going to go out there and try to do it, but it is a tall order for this Assumption squad to go out there and try to, A, slow down the Edgar offense, and B, then go turn around. Most of these guys will play both ways and try to play offense against that Edgar defense, who we said has pitched 2 shutouts in the last 2 games. Our game brought to you in part by our great group of game day sponsors. They include Greg Gruitz, Miltram, Werner Insurance, Van Ert Electric, Edgar Building Supply, Cropping Central, Edgar Family Restaurant, also Haugum Law, Simplicity Credit Union, Edgar Lanes, BAME Insurance, and DT Bounce Rentals.
Coach of the Royals is Mr. Jeff Sullivan.
Assumption is in blue with white pants, blue helmets. Edgar in their green pants, white jerseys with the green helmets. On this beautiful field here at the Southwood County Stadium, which is right next to Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln High School. And behind it, you can see behind the far bleachers the brand new or relatively new baseball and softball complex that they have built here in Wisconsin Rapids. The hockey rink is to our right, and Wisconsin Rapids Assumption plays their home football games here as well as Rapids Lincoln. Assumption's going to get the ball first here tonight. Edgar will kick off. I'm not sure I've ever seen a high school football game with a team that has fewer players suited up than this one here tonight. Assumption has 5 players on the sideline in uniform, along with the players who are on the field on the kickoff return team. So it'll be Dakota Ellenbecker who will kick off here for the Wildcats. And we're underway. It's a kick going to be taken at about the 12-yard line, out across the 15, the 20, and then boom, got blown up there at about the 16-yard line. Big hit on the return. And it looks like that was Will Hackle who laid the big hit on the return man. So Assumption will start first and 10, ball marked at their own 27-yard line. Quarterback for the Royals is Braxton Steinert to start tonight. He is a sophomore, and he will operate under center. And they're going to try the option, and he's going to be dumped immediately for a loss back to the 25. Getting in there to make the stop for Edgar was Tucker Strite, and a loss of 2 on the play, going to make it 2nd down and 12. Beautiful night for football here in late September. We have not been able to complain about the weather on Friday nights here so far during the high school football season. This time they try a quick hitter, and the pile moves forward across the 25 to about the 28. And call that a pickup of about 4. It's going to be third down and 8 or 9. As you can tell, artificial turf surface here at this field, South Wood County Stadium. Third down and long here for the Assumption Royals. And this time they run the option again. The quarterback's going to keep it, and he's going to be tackled at about the 30-yard line, well short of the first down. Picked up a couple on that. And it'll be a punting situation here for the Royals on the first possession of the game. Braxton Steinert, 5'6", 130-pound sophomore, starting at quarterback tonight. So Edgar should get decent field position on their first possession. Hackle and Maverick Butt dropping back to their own 40-yard line to receive this punt. Low snap, catches it on the bounce, able to get it away. It's a line drive, going to be returnable. Hackle's going to fake the reverse. No, he gives it to Maverick Butt, who tries to go down the left sideline. Now he cuts it back, breaking tackles, dancing through traffic, and he may go. One man to beat, but he's going to be tackled at about the 16-yard line. So a huge return on the reverse on the punt return. Maverick Butt takes it down the far sideline and is tackled at about the Rapids Assumption 16-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from there. They run that when they can, that fake punt, or that punt, either fake the reverse or hand off on the reverse. That time Hackle gave the ball to Maverick Butt. He took it down the far sideline. So Wildcats come to the line. Strite's going to operate out of the gun. He's got 3 receivers stacked to the right, 1 to the far side. And he wants to throw. He's got a man. It's caught at a nice defensive play. Tackled immediately on the catch was Gavin Maurer. And a nice defensive play there for Wisconsin Rapids Assumption by Joe Johnson. They did pick up about 2 yards on that, so call it 2nd down and 8. Two receivers coming to the near side. That's Maverick Butt and Shuett, who comes in motion. They're going to hand it off to Shuett, and he's got a lot of room on the far side. He's going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Leighton Shuett takes the handoff as the man in motion and takes it around the left side for a 14-yard touchdown carry, and Edgar on the board quickly here. They lead at 6-0. So 2 plays and a touchdown after that long punt return. 6-0 Wildcats, and they'll go for 2 points as they normally do in this situation. Maurer and Shuett split wide left, split backfield behind Strite, who will go under center. They hand it off to Hackle. He's going to be dropped. No, they're going to call him down. Yeah, he tried to lateral the ball back. Good defensive play again by one of the Assumption upmen who grabbed Will Hackle almost as soon as he got the football. I think that play defensively was made by Thomas Hannum, another senior player for the Royals, so they keep Edgar out of the end zone for the 2-point conversion. 6-0 Edgar. Back in a moment. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
At Boehm Insurance Agency, our staff has a genuine interest in finding insurance solutions for you. We'll make finding insurance easy for you by shopping and comparing quotes from multiple companies. As an independent agency, we are a more flexible and competitive option and will tend to your present needs, while also anticipating any changes in your future. Boehm Insurance, providing high-quality insurance in central Wisconsin since 1938.
And we're back here at Wisconsin Rapids. Didn't take long. The Edgar Wildcats are on the board. Long punt return by Maverick Butt set them up with a short field, and Leighton Shuett takes it in on a 14-yard run. Two-point conversion, no good. So it is a 6-0 here as Edgar will get ready to kick off again. Our game brought to you in part by Nicolay Bank, offering personal banking at its best. They have locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill. Or you can learn more at nicolaybank.com. So Assumption will get the ball back. They went 3 and out on their first possession. And the kick's away. Shorter kick this time, taking it about the 20-yard line. Out across the 25, trying to get the corner, and he won't do it. Now a flag flies in. Either it's going to be a hold or a face mask. Looks like it might be against Edgar. I think it might be a face mask there. Inadvertent, I think, as the man was trying to get the corner. Didn't see who grabbed the mask, but I think that's what it's going to be. Or are they going to mark it off against Assumption? No, I think it's going to be against Edgar. It's going to be a face mask, I think. Yeah, it is going to be a face mask call. Wait a minute, they called face mask against Assumption? He pointed. They're going to mark off a face mask penalty against the Royals on the return. Okay, didn't see that. But somebody did. And the guy with the flag did, so they mark him back inside the 20-yard line, and they're going to mark it off from there. That's where it happened. So they mark it. Now there's some question as to where they're going to mark it. I guess they're going to mark it near the 15-yard line. All right. Not often you see a face mask call on the offense. So it's 1st and 10, Royals from their own 15. And they're going to try the option again. The quarterback keeps it, and he's going to be wrapped up and dropped. Maybe got back to the original line of scrimmage for no gain. In on the stop for the Wildcats was Dakota Ellenbecker. It's going to be 2nd down and 9 for the Royals. They gave him about a half a yard on that. I don't think they Assumption tried to pass in last week's game. They did score 3 touchdowns on the ground. This time they run the option again, and once again, they're going nowhere with it. Strite comes in to make the stop on that one. Call it a loss of a couple on that, so it's going to be 3rd down and about 11. They almost don't have time to get out and set up the option properly. The Edgar front is just getting in there and winning at the line of scrimmage and blowing up those plays before they even get a chance to be developed. Assumption has a receiver split wide to the near side. They haven't gone to the air yet. Steinert under center. He wants to throw this time, though. Rolls out. He's being rushed. He throws, and it's going to be incomplete. Out of bounds and over the head of the intended receiver. Steinert was under pressure there inside his own 10-yard line and was able to get that one away, but it's going to be another punting situation here, but a flag on the play. Let's see what that's all about. Flag thrown in the backfield, normally where you see holding. I imagine Edgar will decline that penalty, and it'll be a punting situation. So 4th down, and Assumption will have to punt from inside their own 10-yard line. Once again, Edgar should get really good field position for this next possession. The snap short hopped the punter last time. This time it's a good snap, and they're able to get it away. Decent punt, a little higher this time, and a fair catch is going to be called at about the... And now a flag flies as the Assumption player banged into the receiver. Maurer didn't do it intentionally. I don't think he just didn't slow down enough, and the fair catch had been called, so that's going to be a penalty tacked on. It's like the official didn't even want to throw the flag on that. He didn't hit him very hard, but once you call a fair catch, no contact, and so they'll mark off the penalty against the Royals here. Pretty quiet crowd here and not much noise. You can hear the officials making their calls up here in the press box. That doesn't happen very often. We don't have a band or cheerleaders, or they're not playing music on the PA here, so you can hear everything from down on the field. So it'll be first down for the Wildcats in Assumption territory at about the 43-yard line. Wing left, offset backfield, straight under center. They're going to try the counter play this time, and they're going to try to get Hackle around the corner, and he will get the edge. Actually, that's not Hackle. It's going to be a long touchdown run down the sideline, and that's going to be a touchdown for Austin Schreiber from his tight end spot. Takes it around on the counter play and goes all the way for a touchdown. 44-yard touchdown run for Schreiber. Once he got the corner, he only had one man to beat, and he did it down the sideline. So Edgar has run 3 plays, and they have 2 touchdowns. They lead it here 12-0, and they'll go for 2 points here, I would imagine, again. 7:06 to play here in the first quarter. They line up for the 2-point conversion. They're going to have to hurry to get this one off. They had a man getting in late. They're going to hand it off, and this is Maverick Butt. He'll take it in. 2-point conversion is good, and it is 14-0 Edgar. Back in a moment. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Cropping Central, conveniently located between Edgar and Stratford on County Road N, 715-352-2843. Let Cropping Central take care of your field plans, yield mapping, crop scouting, and crop protection, including hail insurance. Cropping Central, 715-352-2843, and visit them on County Road N, west of Edgar.
Make your next event a memorable one with D&T Rentals. Choose from several inflatable bounce houses, obstacle courses, and water slides. Or make a splash in our dunk tank. We also offer tents, tables, and chairs for the perfect party package. D&T Rentals is a family business who serves all of central and northern Wisconsin. We set up and pick up for a hassle-free experience. Visit us online at dntbouncerentals.com or call 715-892-0959 today.
Tom King back here at Wisconsin Rapids, where the Edgar Wildcats have jumped out on top here quickly. They lead it 14-0. They've run 3 plays and scored 2 touchdowns. One a 14-yard run by Leighton Schuett, the other a 44-yard run by Austin Schreiber. And they will kick off again here. And it's going to be taken at about the 19-yard line, out across the 20, the 25, and then upended about at the 31-yard line. Coming in to make the stop for the Wildcats was Gavin Maurer. And it will be 1st and 10 for Assumption at their own 32-yard line. The Assumption quarterback getting instructions from the sideline. Braxton Steinert will come back out. He has 5 carries. In fact, he has all 5 carries here tonight for the Royals so far. Let's see if they stay in that direction. They've got a double wing formation here. They're going to run the option again. This time he is able to get rid of the football, but they're not going to be able to get the corner. And the running back, Joe Johnson, got dumped for a loss. Back near the, let's see where they give him forward progress. There'll be a loss of about 5 on that. Call it 2nd down and 15. So negative yardage so far for the Royals on 6 plays. This Edgar defense has really been strong the last few weeks. They're showing blitz here. Strite's going to come, and they were able to get rid of the football, but not much there again. Strite came on a blitz, and the runner went past him, but a couple of the Edgar Wildcats wrapped him up. Wiley Cornwell on the carry, and call it no gain on the play. It's going to be 3rd down and about 15. The other thing about being a running team like Assumption is, we've talked about this in the past, if you're a running team, if you run the option, it's going to be hard to come back from a big deficit. You just don't pick up enough yardage quickly enough to get back in the game. And I think everybody knew, Assumption knew, that this was going to be a tall order for them to stay with the Wildcats here tonight. Inside handoff, and not much there. Maybe a couple out near the 30-yard line. So it'll bring up a 4th down, another punting situation. And Edgar will get the ball back. Now, it's a conundrum for Jerry Sins, and we've talked to him about this in the past. You know, how do you prepare for a game like this when you know you're going to be heavily favored, when you know you're probably going to go off to a big lead early? High snap, but they're able to get the punt away. And it's going to be taken by Maverick Butt. Now they hand it off, and they're trying to get the corner, and they do again, and it might be another touchdown, and it will be another touchdown. It's going to be Gavin Maurer who will take it all the way in for a score on the reverse. And took that at about the, 45-yard line, so maybe call that a 55-yard punt return for a touchdown. We talked about that with Coach Sins about how do you prepare for a game like this, and you know sometimes it can be difficult because you got to prepare your starters to play a whole game, and yet you don't want to rub it in. But you're not going to call. He's not going to put in his reserve players until we get to a running clock in the second half. That's what his normal operation has been. You got to give your starters the ability to play deep into games so that when they have to play a full game against a better competition, they're able to do that. Here's the kick, and that's going to be up and good for the kicker. Jarvis Covent, the foreign exchange student for Edgar, gets the extra point, and it is 21-0 Wildcats. Back in a moment. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Located in Edgar, Wisconsin, Edgar Building Supply operates as a lumberyard and hardware store, assisting contractors, homeowners, and businesses with their building needs varying from roofing and siding to windows and cabinets. Their knowledgeable staff can assist you with planning your project, estimating costs, and drafting blueprints. Get started on your building project today with Edgar Building Supply.
Edgar Family Restaurant is located just south of Highway 29 in Edgar and open 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, drink, dessert, get it all at Edgar Family Restaurant. Homemade food to fill your belly and your soul. Daily specials including Friday fish fry, soup, salad, pies made from scratch, and a full menu of choices are yours at Edgar Family Restaurant. Give back to those who support our community. Give back and visit Edgar Family Restaurant for breakfast tomorrow, then stay for lunch and dinner too. Edgar Family Restaurant is a proud backer of Wildcats football.
And we're back here at Wisconsin Rapids. Wildcats leading here 21-0. They have run 4 plays, if you count the punt return, and they have 3 touchdowns. And they will kick off again here. Assumption has had the ball 3 times and has not achieved a first down yet. Now the kickoff out across the 20, the 25, and getting it across the 30 to about the 31-yard line. That's where the Royals will start this possession. Our game brought to you in part by Express Employment. Get help finding your next career at Express Employment Professionals with locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield. Learn more at expresspros.com. That's expresspros.com. Competition gets a bit stiffer now for Edgar. Next week, they've got Iola Scandinavia at home. And now we're going to get a whistle, and Assumption's going to take a timeout. There was some confusion as to what that formation was going to be. So we get a timeout on the field called by the Royals, and we'll take one as well. Back in a moment. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Edgar Lanes is a proud sponsor of Edgar football. We offer a wide range of youth and adult leagues, tournaments, fundraisers, and bowling parties. Also, try our delicious homemade pizza or something off the grill. Edgar Lanes, where friends and family come to meet. Greg's Groots Appliance is the place for all your home appliance needs. Let owners Greg and Tammy Cornack, along with their staff, provide you with quality appliances. Greg's Gruette's Appliance offers professional delivery, installation, and our own service department, located in Merrill and proudly serving all of central Wisconsin. Greg's Gruette's Appliance, service with Wildcat pride.
And we're back here at Wisconsin Rapids. Royals come out of the timeout, lined up, ready to go. Steinert, the quarterback, under center. Double wing formation. Man comes in motion, and Steinert's going to roll out. He wants to throw. He's got time, and he's got a man caught, but immediately tackled. All they're going to say incomplete. The big hit knocked the ball loose. Making the hit there for the Wildcats was Ty Schnelly, who's been really good on the defensive side of the football so far this season. Call his name a lot. That time he nailed the receiver just as the ball got there, and the ball popped out. 2nd down and 10 on the incomplete pass. Steiner under center again. Now they pitch it to try to get the left side, and not much there. Maybe a couple. Coming in to make the initial hit was Schnelly again. Slowed down the running back enough. On the carry for Assumption was Kalen Ott. He's a freshman. Picked up a couple on that. And call it 3rd down and about 8. Receiver comes to the near side for the Royals. High backfield this time, wing to the right. Another pass attempt. Throwing it out in the flat, that's going to be incomplete. Good coverage by Strite out there, and even if the Rapids Assumption player would have caught that football, he would have been dropped immediately for no gain. 4th down, another punting situation, 4th and 8 for the Royals. Edgar's going to get the ball back here with 3:36 to play in the first quarter. So the Wildcats should get good field position once again. Low snap. They get the punt away. It's going to be near the sideline. They decide to kick it out of bounds this time and not give them a chance to run another one back. And let's see where they mark it out of bounds. Going to be great field position here for the Wildcats in Rapids Assumption territory at about the 48-yard line. We'll keep it right here. This high school football season moving right along. Just 3 weeks left in the regular season as we move into October next week. Iola Scandinavia will come to Edgar, as we mentioned, next Friday night. Then it'll be Pacelli also at Edgar. And then Abbotsford as a road game for the Wildcats to finish the season. Assumption will be at Pittsville next week and then finish with 2 home games, Auburndale on the 11th and Rosholt on the 17th of October. Wildcats come to the line, and Strite's going to operate out of the gun this time. Running backs to his left and right. And they're going to play action. They want to throw. They've got a man out in the flat. It's incomplete. Dropped. Maverick Butt took his eye off at that time. Hit him off his hands. Incomplete. And it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Wildcats. Yeah, it's so quiet here. We can hear the coaches calling stuff from the sidelines. We can hear the officials make their calls. It's got to be the quietest football crowd I think we've had in quite some time. The Edgar fans are on the far sideline. Or on the far side, next behind the Edgar bench. 3 receivers stacked to the left this time, 1 to the right. Strite's going to pitch it out to Hackle. They're going to try to get the edge, and they will. Will Hackle turning on the Jets, going down the far sideline. He'll get to the end zone for a touchdown. Assumption just doesn't have the speed to keep up with the Wildcats, and once these Edgar Wildcat guys get the edge, they're gone. Hackle with great speed, and that's a 48-yard touchdown run for Hackle as Edgar continues to roll up the yardage and the scores here in the first quarter. So they're going to try to kick the extra point again. Jarvis Covent will attempt the extra point. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. 28-0 Edgar. Back in a moment. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
At Haugum Law Firm, we work tirelessly to provide the best in estate planning, probate, trust administration, and long-term care nursing home planning in central Wisconsin. In this changing world, we can accommodate virtual and telephone conferences for your convenience or face-to-face meetings in a safe space. Call us today to learn more. Haugum Law Firm, estate planning and elder law.
Looking for a unique space to host your next event or business meeting? Check out the Milk House at Miltram Farms. You can view the cows being milked by the robots, play in the sand table, or start your own farm on the farm simulator. We have space for up to 125 people indoors, or you can sit outside and enjoy the farm views from our grain bin gazebo and make s'mores on the corn crib fireplace. Check us out on Facebook to see our upcoming events, or go to our website at miltramfarms.com to see availability.
And we're back here. It's been all Edgar so far here tonight. They lead at 28-0. Still 3:17 to play in the first quarter of this game. Normally you get running time after a 35-point lead in the second half. I'm wondering if maybe they'll start the running time sooner than that in this one if Edgar keeps rolling up the score. Line drive kick taken at about the 16, out across the 25, the 30, now getting the corner, and nice return for Rapids Assumption out across the 40-yard line. On the return for the Royals, Joe Johnson takes it out across the 40, and will give Edgar decent field position here. They're going to mark it at about the 43-yard line, and that's where the Royals will start this possession, still looking for their first down of the game. I'm not sure, but I think if both teams agree, they can go to running time before the second half. It would only seem to make sense in a game like this that is already probably out of hand. They're going to inside handoff this time, or did the quarterback keep it? No, I think Steiner kept the football, and they're going to call it no gain on the play, call it 2nd down and 10. And now Steiner comes up limping a little bit. Maybe he got kicked in the shin. Actually, he's looking at his left foot. Something that the Royals obviously cannot handle as more injuries. They've got a couple of guys on the sideline not in uniform, but I don't think they had that many out for football to begin with. And as I mentioned, only 15 suited up here tonight. 2nd down and 9. They gave him a yard on that. Man comes in motion. They're going to try the inside handoff. Ball's on the ground. It's loose. Does Edgar have it? They think they do, and they do. Fumble on the play, and recovering the football, I believe, at the 40-yard line was Schnelly. I think he came up with it, and Edgar will have the football on the Assumption side of the 50-yard line. It's going to be marked at the 40. First turnover of the game. Edgar has scored on 3 runs, 2 of them long runs, and then they had the long punt return for a touchdown as well, and now they will operate. They've had a lot of success getting the edge, using their speed against this undermanned Rapids Assumption defense. Strite's going to hand it off. They try the right side, and Maverick Butt breaks a tackle. Now he cuts it back, still on his feet, going to get down inside the 30, to about the 26-yard line. Pickup of about 19 on that for Maverick Butt, his first carry of the night. And it's going to be a first down for the Wildcats, marked at the 26-yard line. Actually, pickup of 14 on the carry. 1st and 10. Butt and Hackle in the backfield. The wing comes in motion. That's Schreiber. Sets up on the right side. They're going to hand it off to Butt. He's got a hole, busted a tackle, got it down to about the 20. Pick up about 6 on that for Maverick Butt. Second down and about 4. Clock moving down to 1:26 to play here in the first quarter. Schreiber's going to go out wide to the left along with Maurer. Schuett comes in motion. They're going to hand it off. They're going to run the option. Streit's got it, now throws it out to Schuett in the left flat. He's trying to get the edge. He will. Breaks a tackle down the sidelines into the end zone. And that'll be a 20-yard pass play from Streit to Schuett. Schuett's second touchdown of the night. And that'll make the score 34-0. Now we've got an injured player down on the far side of the field. Injured Rapids Assumption player slow to get up over there on the far side. So he'll need to be attended to before we try to kick the extra point. Our game brought to you in part tonight by Fleet Farm, here to help you gear up for the hunting season. Shop their huge selection of scouting and concealment must-have safety essentials and blaze orange gear. Shop the entire selection of hunting gear from all the top brands today at Fleet Farm. So with 51 seconds to play here in the first quarter, 20-yard touchdown pass from Tucker Streit to Leighton Schuett. The Assumption player down on his knees near the 18-yard line, being attended to by the trainers here. A balmy night here in Wisconsin Rapids. There are actually bugs still here in the press box on a Friday night in late September. Remember, we start these seasons back in August. The players start practicing in the heat of mid-August. And here we are in late September, and it isn't that much cooler than it was when they started. And now the Rapids Assumption player is up and coming off the field under his own power. That's good to see. Wiley Cornwell will come off the field. So now we'll get the extra point attempt here. So they will attempt to kick this extra point. Jarvis Covent, the kicker, Streit the holder. Snap is good, kick is up, and the kick is good. 35-0 Edgar. Back in a moment. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
We're back with Better Halves. Jane is looking for a better health plan. Jane?
I need someone who'll make time for me. So, how would you two get to know me?
You want time? I'll keep you on hold all night long.
He sounds gross.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I won't treat you like a number. I've got award-winning service and coverage made just for you.
Now that's better. Next up, networks.
And we're back here at Wisconsin Rapids. Edgar has gone off to a big lead here as we are just about done with the first quarter of action. Edgar has run 9 plays if you count the punt return, and they have scored 5 touchdowns. It's 35-0. Kick is going to be a short one. It's taken on the bounce at about the 19, trying to get around the right side. Now cutting it back and out across the 25 to about the 28. On the return, Joseph Johnson for the Royals. And Rapids Assumption will have it. See where they mark the football. Looks like it's going to be at their own 29-yard line. Braxton Steinert, the sophomore quarterback, will trot back out from the sideline after getting the play from head coach Jeff Sullivan. They're working on Wiley Cornwell on the bench. The trainer's working on him. Double wing formation. Steinert under center. Man comes in motion. They're going to try the inside handoff. Not much there. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to see who was that on the carry. Maybe lost a yard on that. Going to be 2nd down and 11. And that's going to be, I believe, they're just going to let the clock run out, or they're going to come out and run another play. Another handoff and another knockdown in the backfield. And that is going to be the end of the first quarter on that play. That lost about 5 or 6 yards for Assumption, so it'll be a 3rd down and long when we come back. 3rd down and long, first quarter in the books. All Edgar so far. They lead at 35-0. Back in a moment. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
They, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Van Eert Electric is an established leader in the electrical industry in the upper Midwest since 1964, with 5 locations in Wisconsin and a sister company in Michigan. We offer our customers a broad range of services from electrical construction, telecommunications, process controls, HVAC controls, thermal imaging, and arc flash evaluations for your industrial and commercial.
And we're back here. It's going to be 3rd down and 14 for the Royals. They have not yet set the time on the clock here. Now they have. So let's see if the Royals want to go to the air here. They've only attempted 1 pass. That was incomplete. Man comes in motion. They're going to run the option. Steinert's going to keep it, pick up positive yardage, maybe back to the original line of scrimmage, and that's about all. So it'll be another punting situation here for the Royals. Going to be 4th down and about 10. And Wiley Cornwell will come in to punt. Last time they punted the ball out of bounds so that the Wildcats could not have another long return. They already have returned 1 for a touchdown tonight, 55 yards. The other punt returns have been long and set up the Wildcats with short fields. They're going to run and try to block this one. It's going to be a line drive toward the sideline, going to be out of bounds near midfield. Actually, did it ever go out of bounds? Apparently not. It took a sideways turn and rolled dead at about the 40-yard line, and that's where Edgar will start from their own 40 this time. Visit Marshfield's one of our great sponsors. There's always something fun to do in Marshfield. Go to visit marshfield.com to see upcoming events and the latest winners in the Best of Marshfield contest for 2024. That's visit marshfield.com and follow them on Facebook as well. So the Wildcats come to the line. Tight formation. No receivers in the formation this time, and they're going to hand it off. They've got the backups in already now that they're up 35-0. They try to get around the corner that time, and nothing doing. On the carry was Kenan Van Ornum. So I'm surprised. This is the earliest we've seen the backups here for the Wildcats this season. Pickup of 2 on the carry for Van Ornum. Obviously, Coach Sins and his staff don't want to run up the score against a team that's overmatched. So they have the reserves on the field here on offense. Quarterback is Caden Bargender. They're going to hand it off up the middle, falling forward across the 45. On the carry that time was Tyler Schmidt. Going to be 3rd down and about 4. Third down and 4 for the Wildcats as they come to the line. Dawson Bornheimer in the game. He's going to split out wide right. Bargender under center. They try the counter play this time, trying to get the edge. He won't get there. Going to be knocked down short of the first down. That was Van Ornum on the carry. And it'll bring up a 4th down and about 1. And Edgar's going to punt the football. They're not going to try to, obviously, they could probably pick up this first down if they wanted to, but no sense in trying to rub it in here. So Edgar will punt. I got to believe that the coaching staffs on both sides don't like these kind of games where the game is not competitive. Here's the punt by Ellenbecker. It's a good one. And it's going to roll dead inside the 20-yard line at about the 17, and that's where the Royals will take over this possession. Our game day sponsors include Haugum Law, Simplicity Credit Union, Edgar Lanes, BAME Insurance, and DT Bounce Rentals. And we appreciate their support. Also, Fleet Farm, here to help you gear up for your hunting season. Shop their huge selection of scouting and concealment must-have, safety essentials, and blaze orange gear. Shop the entire selection of hunting gear from all the top brands at Fleet Farm. 1st and 10 for Assumption at their own 17-yard line. And we do have a running clock, it appears, even though we are not in the second half. Now a big rush, and Strite's going to get a sack on the quarterback back near the 1-yard line. Tucker Strite came in, got some of the starters still out there on defense, and Strite came in on a sack, or on a blitz, and sacked the quarterback, Steiner, way back. They're going to mark him. They're going to say forward progress to about the 5. He was actually tackled at about the 1. So that's a loss of 12 yards on that. Second down and 22. Inside handoff, not much there. Maybe back to the original line of scrimmage, or back to the line of scrimmage. Well, no gain on the play. I think that was Cornwell on the carry, so call it 3rd down and long. And boy, if they have to punt from this spot, they're going to be punting from deep in their own end zone. Double wing formation. Inside handoff again, breaking tackles and getting it out across the 10-yard line to about the 12. Pick up about 7 on that, but nowhere near what they needed. And it'll be a 4th down situation and another punting situation for the Royals here with 5:35 to play in the first half. They get the punt away. It's a short wobbler, and it's going to go out of bounds on the far side. Let's see where they decide to mark it. Edgar's going to get another short, very short field. They're going to say that went out of bounds at about the 21-yard line. So the Wildcats will have the football 1st and 10 on the Assumption 21. And we'll see the reserves coming out again. Caden Bargender, the quarterback. Eli Kramer is out there on the offensive line. Sawyer Weiland out there. Trying to get some of these other guys that are out there as well. Wade Cohell on the offensive line. Bargender under center, wing right, split backfield behind him. They're going to try the handoff to the wing. He's going to try to get around the corner. He's not going to get there. He's going to be tackled for a loss. Caius Higgins on the run, knocked down way back at about the 30-yard line. That's going to be a loss of about 8 on that. So it's going to be 2nd down and very long. 2nd down at about 19 here for the Wildcats. Bargender's going to pitch it. They try the right side now. This is Van Ornum again, and he's going to be tackled after a short gain. Maybe picked up 3 or 4 on that. Got it back to about the 27-yard line, where it's going to be 3rd down and long. 3rd down and about 15. Bornheimer split wide to the left, but they're not going to throw the football here, I would imagine. They're going to try to hand off inside again, breaking a tackle, and then it'll be dragged down short of the 1st down, well short of the 1st down. Picked up maybe 8 on that to get back to the original line of scrimmage. I believe that was Tyler Schmidt on the carry. And it'll be 4th down and 10. I would imagine they'll go for it here. Clock continues to roll down to about 2.5 minutes remaining in the first half. 35-0 Edgar. Wildcats pulled their starters on offense after the first quarter. They scored 35 points in that first quarter of football. Bargender. They're going to try the counter play, and that's going nowhere. Higgins got dumped. And this defensive front for Assumption doing a pretty good job against the Edgar reserves here. And Wildcats turn it over on downs, and the Royals will get it back here with 2 minutes to play in the first half. Steiner to the line. They're going to hand it off, and once again going nowhere. Getting in there on the hit for the Wildcats, Fletcher Weiland. Looked like Ty Schnelly in there again. 2nd down and 10, no gain on the play. Wing left, offset backfield behind Steinert. They're going to hand it off, try the left side, and once again, that's going nowhere on the handoff to Kalen Ott. Maybe a yard on that. Call it 3rd down and 9. See if they decide to run another play here or not. 30 seconds remaining in the half. Steiner will head back to the huddle. Maybe they'll try one more play here. 3rd down and 9. Double wing formation. They're going to run the option. The ball's on the ground, and they just fall on it back near the 16-yard line on that pitch. Joe Johnson couldn't handle the football, and that's how this first half is going to end. It's been all Edgar here in the first half, basically in the first quarter. They put 35 points on the board. We'll come back, take a look at some of those numbers when we come back after our halftime programming. It's 35-0 Edgar over Rapids Assumption here at halftime. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Warner Insurance Agency is a family-owned insurance business that has been helping customers with all of their property and casualty insurance needs for 3 generations. Let Warner Insurance help with your small business, farm, home, auto, and recreational vehicle insurance needs. Warner Insurance, proud supporter of the Edgar Wildcats. At BAME Insurance Agency, our staff has a genuine interest in finding insurance solutions for you. We'll make finding insurance easy for you by shopping and comparing quotes from multiple companies. As an independent agency, we are a more flexible and competitive option and will tend to your present needs, while also anticipating any changes in your future. BAME Insurance, providing high-quality insurance in central Wisconsin since 1938.
Cropping Central, conveniently located between Edgar and Stratford on County Road N, 715-352-2843. Let Cropping Central take care of your field plans, yield mapping, crop scouting, and crop protection, including hail insurance. Cropping Central, 715-352-2843, and visit them on County Road N, west of Edgar.
Make your next event a memorable one with D&T Rentals. Choose from several inflatable bounce houses, obstacle courses, and water slides. Or make a splash in our dunk tank. We also offer tents, tables, and chairs for the perfect party package. D&T Rentals is a family business who serves all of central and northern Wisconsin. We set up and pick up for a hassle-free experience. Visit us online at dntbouncerentals.com or call 715-892-0959 today.
Located in Edgar, Wisconsin, Edgar Building Supply operates as a lumberyard and hardware store, assisting contractors, homeowners, and businesses with their building needs varying from roofing and siding to windows and cabinets. Their knowledgeable staff can assist you with planning your project, estimating costs, and drafting blueprints. Get started on your building project today with Edgar Building Supply.
Edgar Family Restaurant is located just south of Highway 29 in Edgar and open 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, drink, dessert, get it all at Edgar Family Restaurant. Homemade food to fill your belly and your soul. Daily specials including Friday fish fry, soup, salad, pies made from scratch, and a full menu of choices are yours at Edgar Family Restaurant. Give back to those who support our community. Give back and visit Edgar Family Restaurant for breakfast tomorrow, then stay for lunch and dinner too. Edgar Family Restaurant is a proud backer of Wildcats football. Edgar Family Restaurant is located just south of Highway 29 in Edgar and open 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, drink, dessert, get it all at Edgar Family Restaurant. Homemade food to fill your belly and your soul. Daily specials including Friday fish fry, soup, salad, pies made from scratch, and a full menu of choices are yours at Edgar Family Restaurant. Give back to those who support our community. Give back and visit Edgar Family Restaurant for breakfast tomorrow, then stay for lunch and dinner too. Edgar Family Restaurant is a proud backer of Wildcats football.
Edgar Lanes is a proud sponsor of Edgar football. We offer a wide range of youth and adult leagues, tournaments, fundraisers, and bowling parties. Also, try our delicious homemade pizza or something off the grill. Edgar Lanes, where friends and family come to meet. Greg's Groots Appliance is the place for all your home appliance needs. Let owners Greg and Tammy Cornack, along with their staff, provide you with quality appliances. Greg's Gruettes Appliance offers professional delivery, installation, and our own service department, located in Merrill and proudly serving all of central Wisconsin. Greg's Gruettes Appliance, service with Wildcat pride.
And we're back here at Wisconsin Rapids. We're at halftime of this Merriwood Conference CWC game between the Edgar Wildcats and the Rapids Assumption Royals. Edgar leading 35-0. They put up all 35 of those points in the first quarter before pulling their offensive starters and playing the reserves in the second quarter. Let's recap the scoring. First of all, Edgar got on the board very quickly in their first possession, a 14-yard run on a pitch to Leighton Schuett. He took it in for the score. The two-point conversion attempt was no good. It was 6-0. They then scored on a 44-yard run. The next possession, it was Austin Schreiber who got the handoff and took it down the near sideline. 44 yards for the score. The two-point conversion was good, and it was 14-0. They then converted on a punt return, a 55-yard punt return for a touchdown for Gavin Maurer. They also got a Will Hackle 48-yard run for a touchdown, and the kick added the point, 27-0. And then with just 51 seconds remaining in the first quarter, a 20-yard touchdown pass on a little flare pass from Tucker Strite to Leighton Schuett. The kick made it 35-0. Unofficially, 165 yards of offense for Edgar in the first half, 143 on the ground, 22 through the air, led by Hackle with that 48-yard touchdown run, 44 yards on the ground for Schreiber on that one carry as well. For Assumption, they couldn't get anything going offensively in the first half. I've got them unofficially for 8 yards of total offense and no first downs in that first half of football against the stingy Edgar defense, who is looking to try to get their third shutout in a row. And they will get the football to start the second half of this one. Our game is brought to you in part by our game day sponsors, Greg Gruitz, Miltram, Warner Insurance, and Van Ert Electric, also Edgar Building Supply, Cropping Central, and the Edgar Family Restaurant. Also, Ridgetop Exteriors. Just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. From roofing projects to siding, windows, and doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com and score big with trusted, local, affordable service. So we will be in a running clock situation here as long as the lead is 35 points. And it'll be Wiley Cornwell who will kick off. It's a squid kick. It hit one of the up men for Edgar, and they've got to fall on the football, and they do near the 40-yard line. That was a live ball. And Edgar will have the football 1st and 10 on their own 40. And they've got some of the starters back out there on offense. We saw them take the whole second quarter off, so now they're back out there. And I don't blame Jerry Sins. He's got to give these guys a chance to play and get some, work on their cardio. So when they do have to play a full game. Now a cutback run and wrapped up and dropped after a pickup of maybe 4 on the carry. Let's see who that was. It was Hackle, I believe, on the carry, picking up. They're going to give him 5. So call it second down and 5 for the Wildcats. Because next week they take on an Iola Scandinavia team that I believe be competitive with this Edgar Wildcat team. Edgar only one loss this season. That was to Stratford. Stratford dominated that game, the 21-8 game back on August 30th. But other than that, Edgar's been playing pretty good football here. Second down and 5 out of the gun. They hand it off. First down yardage and more. And on the carry, is that Schreiber on the carry? I think it might have been Lucas Stonkey on the carry. Stonkey on the carry there. Picked up first down yardage into Assumption territory at about the 44-yard line. Strite will go under center. 2 receivers to the far side. They're going to hand it off, try the left side, and this is Maverick Butt breaking tackles into the secondary, and it's going to be another first down inside the 35 to about the 32-yard line. Pick up about 13 for Maverick Butt on that time, and he got most of those after contact. First and 10 Wildcats at the Assumption 32. Two receivers wide left. I'll be stunned if they throw the football here, though. They're going to hand it off, and this is Hackle breaking into the secondary, and he's gone. He just ran by a couple of tacklers. Some good blocking up front again, gave him a hole, and that's going to be a 32-yard touchdown run for Will Hackle, his second long touchdown run of the evening. And it is 41-0. 9:09 to play here in the third quarter. That gives Hackle 85 yards on just 3 carries here tonight. Jarvis Covent will attempt the extra point. Snap is good, and this one is blocked. Assumption sent 3 players in around the edge, and the snap was a little bit high, and they didn't have the timing down well on that one, and so Assumption gets the block here on the extra point, and the score remains 41-0. We'll take a break and come back with more. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
At Haugum Law Firm, we work tirelessly to provide the best in estate planning, probate, trust administration, and long-term care nursing home planning in central Wisconsin. In this changing world, we can accommodate virtual and telephone conferences for your convenience or face-to-face meetings in a safe space. Call us today to learn more. Haugum Law Firm, estate planning and elder law.
Looking for a unique space to host your next event or business meeting? Check out the Milk House at Miltram Farms. You can view the cows being milked by the robots, play in the sand table, or start your own farm on the farm simulator. We have space for up to 125 people indoors, or you can sit outside and enjoy the farm views from our grain bin gazebo and make s'mores on the corn crib fireplace. Check us out on Facebook to see our upcoming events, or go to our website at miltramfarms.com to see availability.
And we're back here at Wisconsin Rapids. Assumption getting set to get the football back here. Edgar scores again on a long play. And a short kick. Going to bounce at about the 25 and brought out across the 30. Now trying to get the edge. And will. And get knocked out of bounds near midfield. Nice return by Joseph Johnson for the Royals. Will give them really good field position. They're going to mark him out at about the 49-yard line. Clock will continue to roll. We're in running time here in the second half of this game. Braxton Steinert, the sophomore quarterback, brings the Royals to the line. Double wing formation again. They run the option again, try to get the corner, and nowhere to go. 3 or 4 white jerseys wrapping up the running back. Strite in there on the initial hit. Also in there for the Wildcats was Ty Schnelly again. Going to be second down and about 12. They're going to call it a loss of 1. Second down and 11. Ball at the 48-yard line. Joe Johnson on the carry. Starter's still out there on defense. They want the shutout. Third shutout in a row if they can get it. They're going to run the option again. Steiner keeps it, cuts it back, and really nowhere to run again. As the Edgar defensive front continues to dominate here. Call it no gain. Third down and 11. Assumption still looking for their first down in this game. Like I said, when you're not a passing team and the other team knows you're going to run the football, it's kind of hard to pick up big chunks of yardage and especially come from behind in games. And Assumption's finding that out right now. They run the option again. Steiner keeps it, and he gets mauled and dropped for no gain again. In on the initial stop again, Ty Schnelly having another big game defensively for the Wildcats.
Let's call for 50-50-50, 159
So it's 4th down and 10, and Assumption will punt the football away here. Our game brought to you in part by Nicolay Bank, offering personal banking at its best. They have locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill. Learn more at nicolaybank.com. And they're going to try a fake punt, and they throw it, and it's caught, but they're not going to get the first down. Knocked out of bounds short of the first down. Well, why not? Try it. They picked up almost all of the 10 yards, picked up about 8 on that, but it's going to be short of the first down, and Edgar will take over on downs. They completed the pass on the fake punt, but it comes up short of the first down, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from their own 44-yard line. Got the reserves in there again. Eli Kramer in the offensive line. Trying to get some of those other numbers. Sawyer Weiland, I think, is out there. Bargender, the quarterback's going to hand it off. They try the right side. Nowhere to go. On the carry for Edgar was Kenan Van Ornum. They gave him 2 on that. Call it 2nd down and 8. Wyatt Klocksheim, sophomore, is in there in the offensive line.
1590432. New number 1590432.
Now the officials stop the clock, and they're going to give a warning to Wisconsin Rapids Assumption for the announcer doing the 50-50 raffle call while the play was going on. I don't think I've ever seen that before. They didn't have a winning ticket for the first ticket tonight, so they're trying to find another winner, and they were announcing it while the game was going on. Didn't like that. The official didn't. And a warning. Didn't know you could do that, but they do. So it's going to be a run into the right side of the line. Once again, for Van Ornum, it's going to be pickup of a couple. It's going to be 3rd down and about 5 for the Wildcats. Edgar taking their time to go to the line. Really don't have to hurry here. Like Samuel Dalkey's in the game, it looks like. Assumption is going to bring a blitz this time. They hand it off, and not much doing. They're not going to get the first down on the handoff to Tyler Schmidt. It's going to be 4th down for Edgar, and they'll punt the ball away. One of the Assumption players slow to get up here, but he is up under his own power now. Some of our great sponsors include Edgar Building Supply, Cropping Central, and Edgar Family Restaurant. So now the only question in this one is, can Edgar get another shutout, and can they possibly hold Rapids Assumption to no first downs in this game? That is in play here, even though we have a lot of time left. We're still 3 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter, but we are in a running clock situation, so the time goes fast. Ellenbecker's going to punt it away here. And they're going to get a first down here as a hard count is going to bring Assumption offside, and Edgar's going to get a first down. Wiley Cornwell couldn't stop himself when he jumped the line, and that's going to be enough for a first down, and Edgar will keep the football. So Edgar keeps the football. Carson Nowak in the game at one of the tight end spots. First and 10 on the Assumption 45-yard line. Inside handoff again, and positive yardage, dragging tacklers down inside the 40 to about the 38. On the carry, Tyler Schmidt And it's going to be second down and about 5. Wildcats return home next week, taking on Iola Scandinavia. It's going to be alumni night next Friday night. Expect a big crowd. Come on out and join us at Edgar High School as they take on Iola Scandinavia next Friday night, 7 o'clock kick. They're going to try Schmidt again around the right side. Now he cuts it back. He's got first down yardage and more before he's dumped at about the 33-yard line. Picked up about 8 on that, and that's enough for a first down for the Wildcats, and the clock keeps moving. Austin Bornheimer splits out wide right, but this will be a running attack here. Now they're going to try to get it around the edge, and they're not going to get there. Good defense by Assumption. Denies Edgar the edge. Trying to get there was Kenan Van Ornum, and he was knocked down for a loss of 1. Call it second down and 11. I don't think they have to run another play before the end of the quarter here. But they are going to come and line up with 25 seconds to go. They probably will run another one here. Offset backfield behind Bargender, who's under center. Trying the handoff left side this time. And big yardage on the carry. Caius Higgins got it down to the 25. Going to be short of the first down, but he picked up a good chunk of yardage, and it'll be a third down and about 3, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter. Edgar continues to lead. This time now it's 41-0. Back in a moment. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
We're back with Better Halves. Jane is looking for a better health plan. Jane?
I need someone who'll make time for me. So, how would you two get to know me?
You want time? I'll keep you on hold all night long.
He sounds gross.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I won't treat you like number. I've got award-winning service and coverage made just for you.
Now that's better. Next up, networks.
Tom King back here at Wisconsin Rapids as we head to the fourth quarter. Edgar has the football, facing a third down and about 3 at the Assumption 25-yard line. Quick hitter inside, first down yardage and more down inside the 20. That was Tyler Schmidt on the carry again, I believe, and it'll be a first down, and they're going to mark the football at about the 17-yard line. Edgar reserves moving the chains here. Trent Murkowski in the game at one of the offensive line spots. We try to pick up some of those reserve numbers in there. Inside handoff again. Dragging tacklers down inside the 10. Trying to pick up who that was on the carry. That was Van Ornum again, Kenan Van Ornum. And it's going to be a pickup of about 8. It's going to be second down and 2. You know the reserves would love to get into the end zone here. Offset backfield. Try the right side this time. Now cutting it back. Big hole and into the end zone, I believe, for the touchdown. I haven't seen the signal yet. Now there it is. And I believe that was Tyler Schmidt on the carry. That makes the score 47-0, pending the extra point. Why is the clock stopped? Clock shouldn't be stopped here, right? They mistimed the snap. The kick is up. The kick is good. And it is 48-0. Back in a moment. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
they, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Warner Insurance Agency is a family-owned insurance business that has been helping customers with all of their property and casualty insurance needs for 3 generations. Let Warner Insurance help with your small business, farm, home, auto, and recreational vehicle insurance needs. Warner Insurance, proud supporter of the Edgar Wildcats.
And we're back here at Wisconsin Rapids, where the Edgar Wildcats have done the job here tonight. They lead at 48-0. And Rapids Assumption is looking for their first down of the evening. Here's the kick, taking it about the 20-yard line, out across the 25, the 30, breaking into some open territory, then being wrapped up and dropped at about the 41. So a nice return by Joe Johnson on the return there for Assumption. And it'll be 1st and 10 Royals from their own 40. They're going to give them the 42-yard line. Starter's still out there on defense for Edgar. Although now some reserves are out there. Tyler Schmidt is out there. They're going to hand it off, and nothing doing again. Maybe getting back to the line of scrimmage. Camden Martin on the carry. Maybe got half a yard on that. Call it 2nd down and 9. We'll be heading down to the field after the game. Catch up with Edgar head coach Jerry Sins. We'll also get a player in the house on the Nasonville Erie post-game show. They try to run the option, and there's an Edgar player there even before the handoff, before the quarterback could even make a move. There was nowhere to go. Tucker Strite wrapped him up, but there were a couple of Edgar players there as well. 3rd down and 9. Wyatt Klocksheim in the game here for the Wildcats. Alex Schneider. Dawson Bornheimer at one of the defensive back spots. They're going to give it inside handoff, positive yardage out across the 45 to the 46, but it's not going to be enough for a 1st down, and it's going to be another punting situation here for the Royals, unless they decide to just go for it here. And they might. They're going to go for it here. 4th down and about 6. Dominic Contreras in the game at a defensive back spot for the Wildcats. They're going to try a pitch. It was almost intercepted, caught, and it's going to be close. Are they going to give it to him is the question. It's going to be the first down of the evening, I believe, for the Royals on that pitch that almost got intercepted in the backfield. But they get the 1st down. I think Joseph Johnson, or do they call him short? No, they're going to call him short. Oh, boy. Really? Or they're going to measure. They're going to measure. It's going to be close. No, they give him the first down. First down for Assumption, the first down of the evening for the Royals. That play could have been disastrous. That pitch was almost intercepted in the backfield, but they got it out to Johnson, and he's able to pick up the first down. 1st and 10 for Assumption in Edgar territory at the 48-yard line. Inside handoff again, and not much there, maybe a yard. Austin Schreiber in on the tackle, along with Alex Schneider. They gave him a couple on that, so 2nd down and 8. Double wing formation again for the Royals. Man in motion. They try that pitch again. Straight with the hit. The ball is loose. Picked up by one of the big men and down to the 25-yard line. Straight forced the fumble. And then picking it up and running it down the field. I think that was Weiland. I think that was... or was that Wyatt Klocksheim? One of the big guys, and didn't get his number, unfortunately, picked up that fumble and ran it down to about the 25-yard line. So they tried that pitch again. Tucker Stride almost intercepted it the first time. That time he got to the man and forced the fumble. Edgar has the football, 1st and 10 on the Assumption 25. They hand it off. Spin move, diving down inside the 20 on the carry was Tyler Schmidt. Pickup of about 5 on that. 2nd down and 5. Clock moving, 5:18 to play in this one. Bargender under center. Handing off, trying the left side this time. Now a cut back, positive yardage. Kenan Van Ornum on the carry down inside the 15 to about the 14. That's going to be enough for a first down for the Wildcats, and they will move the chains. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line with 4:38 to play now. Emmett Van Ornum, a freshman, is into the game. Aiden Behrens, another freshman lineman in the game. Spencer Wentland, another freshman, split out wide to the left here. Bargender's going to hand it off. They're going to try the right side, and that's going nowhere. Assumption had that one snuffed out, and Emmett Van Ornum tackle for a loss back near the 20-yard line. Going to mark it at the 18. So 2nd down and long, 2nd down at about 14 here. $48-0 Edgar. This game was put out of reach very quickly here tonight by the Wildcats. They put 35 on the board in the first quarter. Inside handoff. This is the freshman Emmett Van Orden getting down inside the 15 to about the original line of scrimmage. Call it a pickup of 4 on the carry. It's going to be about 3rd down and 10 now for the Wildcats. Wildcats come to the line. Split backfield, wing right. Brendan Imhoff is the wing back. They try Inside handoff, positive yardage. Actually, not much there for Tyler Schmidt. It's going to be fourth down. Call it no gain. So fourth down here for the Wildcats. Some confusion as to what they're going to do here, is what personnel they want on the field. Are they going to go for it? Are they going to try a field goal here? Actually, my mistake. That was a fourth down play. They turned it over on downs. All right. Still some confusion as to what personnel Edgar wants on the field here with all these reserves in the game. So the Assumption Royals will take over again, handoff, and once again, not much there. Actually, the ball's loose now, back inside the 5-yard line. The fake was inside, and they ran the option. The ball goes into the end zone. Was it recovered there, or are they going to say recovered at about the 1-yard line? The ball went out of bounds. Was it recovered by Edgar, or is Assumption going to have it? It is going to be, I believe, Edgar football at the 1-yard line. They ran the option that time, and the ball came loose and rolled all the way back down inside the 5-yard line. There was a mad scramble for it. And Edgar has the football. First and goal at the 1. Bargender under center. And he's just going to take a knee. They're going to run the clock out here. Instead of adding on the touchdown, they will just take a knee and run the clock out. And the Edgar Wildcats are going to get the victory here tonight by a score of 48-0. We'll recap all the scoring and meet up with Edgar head coach Jerry Sins. Will also get a player in the house tonight. The Nasonville Dairy postgame show is coming up. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds at Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or NasonvilleDairy.com. Bargender will take another knee, and that will do it. And the Edgar Wildcats will get the victory here tonight. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Keflatiri, Kefla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's cheese, pizza cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Ready up there? All right, we're here with your head coach, Jerry Sids, on the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. We talked about this in the past, Coach, a game that you know is probably going to be non-competitive. How do you prepare your team for this, knowing that the starters aren't going to get a whole lot of action tonight?
Well, we just prepare the same way every week, and we told them coming in, just like we did a couple weeks ago, that try to execute everything as best you can, no matter what it is, punt, return, kickoff, return, whatever. Try to execute everything as best you can and see how near of a perfect game you can play. Believe me, we're a long ways from perfect. We still need some work in numerous areas.
Well, 35 points in the first quarter. I think 3 touchdowns on the first 4 or 5 plays of the game. That's pretty good.
Well, that helped, yeah. I got us going. We thought we were making some strides there in the kickoff game, but tonight we kind of went backwards a couple of times. So we got to get some more work done there. Overall, we were happy to be able to get everybody in, and of course, we know that with only 14, 15 guys, it's going to be tough for Assumption to hang in there.
Now, your starters played the first quarter, sat out the second quarter, came back in the third on offense. Do you have to do extra conditioning drills now during the week to get them ready to play a whole game, which they're going to have to do before the season's over?
Yeah, we did quite a bit of work this week in practice, anticipating that this could possibly happen. So we did more running this week in practice than we've done probably all year. Maybe that's why we played that good the first quarter. I don't know. But, yeah, next week, obviously, with Iola coming in. And, of course, we got Abbey week 9, too, and both ranked teams and only one loss between them. Yeah, we're going to have some tough games.
Your defense, third shutout in a row, and I think they held them without a first down until like the last couple of minutes of the game. So another sparkling effort on defense tonight.
Yeah, defense has been playing well. Like I said, we changed it around. We went from our 34 that we started the season with to 43 more when we lost Jace Affelbeck, and Ty Schnelly has taken charge of it and done a good job at the middle in there.
All right, good luck this week.
Thank you very much.
Let's bring in Gavin Maurer now in the house here. Had the big punt return for a touchdown tonight. When you're setting up those punt returns on the fake handoff on the reverse or keeping it, how do you decide? Did you decide before the play or during the play to do that?
We call it before, but it's kind of if it's punted to the sideline, you just take it up, but otherwise run the return.
And you got the edge and use your speed to take it all the way?
Yep.
Talk about the defensive effort again tonight. Another shutout, 3 in a row, and you held them without a first down until late in the game. Just great play by the defense again?
Yeah, our guys were assigned to a job, and they did their job, so that's all we had to do.
You know how in the house works?
Yep. I'm Gavin Maurer, and I'm in the house.
All right, that's going to wrap things up here tonight from Wisconsin Rapids. A big night early for the Edgar offense. As we mentioned, they scored 35 points in the first quarter of this one. Leighton Schuett, a 14-yard touchdown run. We had Austin Schreiber with a 44-yard run. We had Schuett catching a 20-yard touchdown pass from Tucker Strite. We had the long punt return, 55 yards for Gavin Maurer. We had a 48-yard run for Will Hackle. And then the third quarter saw the other long run, which was Will Hackle for 32 yards, and then Tyler Schmidt gets the 8-yard touchdown pass to wrap up the scoring, and the Edgar Wildcats win it here by a score of 48-0. Thanks for watching. You've been watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.